What's up, you guys? It's Steve here and over news. What's up, you guys? It's Steve here and overnight details coming out about negotiations that are taking place right now between Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell to increase the debt ceiling and avoid a catastrophic U.S. default. It would be the first ever in U.S. history. And we're hearing if they cannot get this done, the only way that we would be able to do this would be to include the measure for a debt ceiling increase into the stimulus reconciliation bill, which is also going to be tied to the infrastructure bill, which would essentially delay the entire arrival of all of them for about 3 to 6 weeks. And we're hearing that that is not enough time, that the X date we're hearing that the United States will run out of money is October 18th. So you guys, this is your breaking news update, stimulus check update, stimulus package update, and debt ceiling crisis update. Now take a look, you guys. We're starting to see articles come out like this morning. Schumer-McConnell debt hike talks spill into Thursday. That's right. So as you know, yesterday, Mitch McConnell actually came out. I shared with you the breaking news as it came out, as he offered an opportunity for them to briefly increase the debt limit, keep it funded just for a little bit to give them a little bit more time. And negotiations went into the night. You guys, take a look. Democrats and Republicans near a compromise on the debt ceiling. We have live updates, and we're seeing that Schumer says good progress on the debt ceiling after late negotiations, but still no deal. I'm going to be diving into these articles, getting you the details as to what is currently involved in this negotiation. What is the deal? How long is it for? What's involved? And what is still holding this up? Could we see this happen and avert disaster, or is this all going to fall apart? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, you guys, but I'm going to get you caught up on all the details as of today, October 7th, 2021. Now, before we dive in, though, if you could do me a quick favor, it just takes a second. If you like and appreciate these updates, don't forget to take a moment to smash that like button. I would appreciate it. Helps out the channel a ton. Just lets the YouTube algorithm know that you appreciate the updates, and they're going to continue to promote my channel and my videos. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all this, and share this out if you think it's going to help out other people. Now, in addition to that, don't forget, if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button, come join the viewing community, come join the Ram fam, we like to call it, and be sure to turn on that notification bell, because right now, I'm not even adhering to my own schedule, which is normally 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday uploads, because right now there's so much news coming out, you guys. I'm just uploading as it rolls out, giving you the breaking news as it comes out. So if you want to stay on top of everything, because there's a lot going on, turn on those notifications. And also, if you got any specific questions that you want me to answer, I'm easy to get a hold of, very accessible. All you got to do is shoot me a DM on Instagram at SteveRam3, and I'll do my best to get answers to any of the questions you got. Give me a little time to respond, because I get a lot of DMs, but I will go through and I'll do my best to help you out with any questions that you have. And as always, use caution here on YouTube, because as you know, we get a ton of comments, and then scammers go in the comments. They try to pose as me with my picture. They put my name, and then they say, oh, contact my assistant on WhatsApp, and they ask you for personal information. They ask you to donate them money, stuff like that. You guys, that is not me, okay? I don't randomly ask you to donate me money. I don't have an assistant, and I don't have a WhatsApp, okay? Best place to contact me is Instagram, and I'm just here to get you caught up on the latest. So with that being said, let's dive into these articles, get you the latest details that unfolded overnight, and let you know what's happening with stimulus, infrastructure, and the debt ceiling increase. All right, you guys, so first up, let's dive into these live updates. This last one came out about 4 hours ago, and let you know what unfolded overnight. Link in the description below. Democrats and Republicans near a compromise on the debt ceiling. Now, the article says that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer struck an optimistic tone early Thursday and said that the negotiations to avoid a federal default were progressing, but there was still work to be done. We're making good progress, he said. We're not there yet, but I hope that we can come to an agreement tomorrow, Thursday morning. So they're saying today, you guys, according to the Wall Street Journal, and he made these comments shortly after midnight last night. Now, Republicans and Democrats are working to determine just how much the debt limit should be increased before the October 18th deadline. Now, Schumer expressed optimism that a deal could be reached Thursday. And again, you guys, that is today. Now, The Hill reported that Republicans wanted a short-term debt extension to be tied to a specific number instead of a specific day in December. So they're trying to work out the amount of the funding. Now, the report said that Senator Mitch McConnell, the Senate Minority Leader, told reporters that the deal would be completed, quote, soon. So hopefully soon does mean today. Now, the deal would be a temporary reprieve that would lead to a similar standoff in 6 weeks. So just to clarify, this is just a stopgap, temporary funding. We're not out of the woods yet. This would only allow them more time to get it done. But in 6 weeks, if it's not, we'll be right back in the same situation. Now, the Washington Post described the debt ceiling clash as a proxy war over the two parties' competing agendas. And Biden enlisted top business leaders to push for immediately suspending the debt limit, saying that the approaching deadline created a risk of a historic default that would be like a meteor that could crush the economy and the financial markets. And you guys, we've heard from Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen about how catastrophic this could be. This could affect Social Security, our veterans, the child tax credit, federal employees, and they're saying that it would pretty much cause an overnight recession, and depending on the duration, it could even lead to a depression. This has never happened before, and nobody really knows the extent of what could unfold if the United States defaults. Now, McConnell said that the deal would moot Democrats' excuses about the time crunch that they created and give a unified Democratic government more than enough time to pass a standalone debt limit legislation through reconciliation. So you guys, that is the latest from the live updates. But you guys, now let's take a look at this article that came out from The Hill, and it's going to be giving us a lot more detail, and you are not going to want to miss this. Take a look at this, you guys. Link in the description below. Schumer McConnell debt hike talks spill into Thursday. Now, the article says that negotiations over a short-term debt hike are spilling over into Thursday as Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Senate GOP Leader Mitch McConnell haggle over the size of the debt limit increase. Now, McConnell announced after a closed-door GOP lunch that Republicans were offering to let Democrats pass a short-term debt limit increase that would last into December, and Democrats quickly signaled that they intended to accept the agreement. But behind the scenes, talks then dragged on for hours, and the Senate remained in limbo as lawmakers and staffers waited to see if the two leaders could hash out a deal to punt the debt fight closer toward the end of the year. Now, as you know, we heard Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer say they're making progress. There's still some work to be done, and hopefully it'll get done today. Now, we heard the same thing from Mitch McConnell, but you guys, listen to this. My understanding is they are a fair bit apart, said Kevin Cramer, adding that Democrats were pushing to increase the debt ceiling to a higher number that could buy them more time at the end of the year. So even for this small, brief extension, they can't reach an agreement on the amount. It's still not done because they're haggling over the price tag. Take a look, you guys. Cramer said that Republicans offered around $300 billion as the increase, while Democrats were pushing for a larger number. Spokespeople for Schumer didn't immediately respond to a question about how high Democrats wanted to raise the debt ceiling as a part of the short-term extension. Cramer added that the number leadership agrees on has implications for when Congress will need to act in December to avert a debt default. And McConnell, leaving the Capitol on Wednesday night, predicted that he and Schumer would finish up and talks would be done soon, he said. However, listen to this, you guys. Jumping down in the article, if McConnell and Schumer are able to agree on what number to debt ceiling should be raised to, they still need the deal with all of their members to quickly schedule a vote on a short-term debt hike or process, which could drag on for days. And that probably takes us into Friday or into Saturday, unless there can be UC or unanimous agreement. Cramer said, referring to unanimous consent and agreement that could speed up the Senate debate. So you guys, it is possible that this could get dragged on for a couple more days as well, even if we reach an agreement. So you guys, that is the latest on the debt ceiling increase. And like I said, I'm expecting that we're going to be in a whole lot more details today on this. And if we do, know that I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel. And also, you guys, we're hearing that there's talks going on with the stimulus bill and the overall price tag, and things are actually getting further apart. If you missed my last video on that, be sure to check it out. And there's more information that's going to be coming out today. I'm going to be sharing it with you in an upcoming video here shortly. But as always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me here on the channel. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, take a quick second to smash that like button. I would appreciate it. It helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. Leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and if you got any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3, you guys. But with that being said, hope this reaches you well. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.